Hey everyone. Again, I have not been able to go live from my desktop. So if anybody knows why this is happening, let me know. It allows me to log on. It allows me to start the whole live stream, and then about 30 seconds in, I get kicked off and it says I can't. So going live again from my phone. Lighting's pretty good in here, so hopefully that will be awesome. And I see 2 people on, so as you hop on, say hello, drop a comment. I want to know that you're here. I want to say hi to you. I want to see who's watching, what you guys have to say. Because what I want to share with you today is really going to be something that everybody needs to know. And it really is going to be this concept of apps versus your OS. Hey, Stacy. And I originally talked about this concept last August, I believe it was, at Joanna Turner's event. It was my presentation where I talked about the difference between the OS and the app. So I'm going to get into that in a second, what that means and how you're going to be able to apply that in your business to really just come out as like the expert, the showstopper, the one that everybody wants to work with, because that's what we want, guys, right? I mean, we are busy working day in, day out, trying everything, downloading all kinds of stuff, taking all kinds of programs, because we want to be successful. We want to help other people. We want to stand out. We want to be known for the work that we do. We want to be recognized for the amazing contributions that we have. So let's see, we have 6 people on. Say hello if you're here. As you pop on, also say hello so I know that you're here. I like to have interaction in the Facebook Lives, and also if you're joining me for the first time on Facebook Live, I also like to keep them kind of short and sweet. Like, this isn't going to go on 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or anything like that. I really like to get in here, give you guys what I want to share so that you can take it and run with it. So, all right, Erin's here, Kim's here, Stacy's here. Awesome, awesome, good. All right, cool. So, usually people start popping on about a minute or 2 in, but I'm just going to dive right in. So this concept of apps versus iOS. I always say iOS because I have an Apple phone, so I'm partial to that operating system. But I really want you to think of it like your phone. We all have a phone, whether you have a Droid or an iPhone, and there's 2 different parts of your phone that help your phone run, right? You have your OS, which is your operating system. So, if you have that Apple phone, you're getting your updates like, what do they do? Like every month, sometimes every couple weeks. They're updating like the processing system. They're updating the back end. They're updating the part of the phone that actually makes it work. So that's the operating system. Without that, nothing else on your phone is going to work. The apps, on the other hand, are the things that we download, right? There are our calendars, our Facebook app, our word swag, like whatever it is that we're downloading. And if you notice that sometimes we'll have an update, but the app won't update, and then it doesn't work properly. So I want you to think of your business in terms of that. So hopefully that makes sense. You have your OS, which is your operating system, the thing that actually makes the stuff work. And then you have the apps, which are more like your processes and things that you download to make your life easier, right? So in marketing, in business, I like to think of the apps as like your funnels and challenges and social media and all the kind of tools that you use to get your business running, to build that house, to get people to know who you are. But the operating system is what's in here, and it's what a lot of people don't talk about when they're talking about marketing, right? We talk about all the tactics, we talk about all the strategies, but we forget that so much of what we do and so much of our successes has to do with what's in here, and it's our mindset, it's our beliefs, it's what we our values, it's what we see as our worth. It's also just who you have to be as an entrepreneur in order to reach that level of success. Cool. I see a lot of people hopping on. Sneha's here, Shannon, Abigail, Jennifer, Elianka. Awesome. Hi. Say hello, everyone. So, if you noticed in the caption here, I have a special download that I just released today, and it's called Captivate. And it really is about the things that I've learned over the last few years, of the things that you actually have to do beyond just like funnels, beyond just social media, besides just posting in Facebook groups, but like who you actually have to be, how you have to lead, how you have to present yourself in order to have an audience of people who are willing willing and wanting and like waiting to buy something from you. So if you guys are looking for that, if you feel like you've been like doing everything and, you know, downloading all the programs and doing everything and it's not working, download this guide. It's absolutely free. There's just so much good stuff in there because it's everything that I've learned from literally going to from zero to 7 figures. And it is just so much more about the tactics, even though that's a lot of what you see me teach, right? I'll teach funnels and I'll teach challenges and I'll teach marketing and social media. But the reality is it is my mindset and what's kind of going on in here that really is the catalyst and the key to the success. So if you feel like you're doing all the right things and you're checking off the boxes and you're doing the tactics and you're like, what is going on? Why isn't this working, right? You need to check in with your operating system. Is that operating system working properly? Is it strong enough? Is it on the right level in order for those apps to work? So hopefully that concept makes sense. And I really want to talk about what just some of those things are, right? Let's see. Chandra's here. Kim, Kristen. Hey, everyone. In the book, I talk about how it really is, it takes more than just like doing the bare minimum. It takes more than just the tactics. It takes more than just taking a program or paying a coach and then being successful. It really is about like what's in here, your values, who you are as a person, who you are as an entrepreneur, the worth, and that comes down to like what you're charging, right? Are you charging enough? Are your fees high enough? Boundaries is a really big one for me when it comes to your operating system. I think it's very hard for a lot of us to have boundaries. And I talked about this in the last live stream. But boundaries are also part of that operating system. It's going to make it work, right? Because if you get burnt out, if you get stressed out, if you start to resent your clients because you're too busy and you're not getting paid enough, all of that other stuff is not going to work. So boundaries, your value, your worth, your mindset, your beliefs around what you can get paid, your beliefs around, even just getting paid for what you love. A lot of people feel like, I can't get paid for doing something that's easy, right? Or this is way too easy. I can't believe that people are actually going to pay me for this. Or we just think that it has to be hard. And the reality is like we need to train ourselves to believe that our gift is the thing that comes easy, and we do deserve to get paid for that. And that is all the mindset stuff. That is all the things that we need to train ourselves and tell ourselves every day as to what we're going to allow in. Because if we are constantly thinking this is hard, or it has to be hard, or I have to work 1 million hours a week, and I'm going to be doing another live stream actually probably this week sometime about not having to do everything the way people say. Like we totally can do things how we want to, and there's not one way to do things. So let's see, Amy's here. Stacy says, I need better boundaries, right? Chandra says, right, exactly. I think we all, it took me a while really to get that boundaries thing right. But absolutely, I feel like we all need those boundaries. So the lesson here really is that in order for all those tactics and the strategies and the systems and the funnels and the challenges and the programs and all of that stuff to work, we have to have our mindset right. And if the mindset is not right, it doesn't matter how hard we work or who we hire or what program we take, that magic pill is not going to work, right? Our knowledge is worth something, absolutely. And I'm sure that you all have something that you can totally contribute, and it can be easy. That's one of the things that I train myself every day. It's like, this business is fun, easy, and it flows. And it's not something that I believed before. In the beginning of my business, I really felt like things were, had to be hard. I thought that it was kind of like a badge of honor to just be busy and to hustle and to struggle. And the reality is that is not true. The reality is you make it however you want to make it, but you've got to have this part right. So apps versus OS. For those of you who are just hopping on, I want you to think of it as your phone, your cell phone. You have your operating system, the thing that actually makes your phone work, the thing that makes it work properly, run properly. It makes all of your apps work. And then your apps are the things that you actually download. So what I see in our industry is people are teaching you the apps, right? People are teaching you the downloads. They're giving you all the downloads. They're saying, here, do this, do this, do this. But it's not working. And it's not working because there's so much more underneath the surface, the mindset, the beliefs, and all of that stuff that needs to be running properly, that needs to be in check before all of those things can work. So that is my spiel for today. It's just really, if you find yourself in a place where you feel like you've done it all and it's still not working, it's this work that needs to be done. Hi Gerardo, hi Megan, hi Alicia. See you guys just popping on here. So like I mentioned, that's just one little tiny piece of what I cover in the handbook. I'm calling it a handbook because I don't know why. It's not a full book, but I want you guys to download it. And there's just, like I said, so many really great nuggets in there, stuff that other people aren't sharing. It's stuff that other people aren't teaching, but it really is the foundation to you being really successful. It's the foundation for you to really create a tribe of people who are just dying to work with you, who are, just wanting to just come and pay you money, right? Or just running to you with credit cards. Imagine that. I remember my coach, my very first coach, had me do this visualization of just people running to me with their credit cards open, or with their credit cards out, running to me. And it's like one of these things that I always remember, right? So visualize that. If you want that, if you want people to just really be captivated by your work, if you want to wipe out your competition, and I say that word loosely, right? Because there's not a better word right now, but if you want to eliminate this idea of oh, I can't do that because so-and-so is doing that, right? But really separating yourself from the pack, really standing out, really being someone that people look up to, being a leader, a powerhouse, a change maker, someone that people are just dying to be in your space. You've got to start here with the mindset, and you've got to, really implement the being of who you are, in order for all the tactics and the strategies to work. Heather's here, Laura's here, Teresa's here. Heather says, love that, Jen. I want people running to me with credit cards, right? So visualize that. You want those people running to you with credit cards. There's so many amazing people out there. There's so many great coaches and so many great programs. So what are you going to do to stand out? And it all starts here. We have to believe that we are the best. We have to believe that we are the ones that people want to work with. We have to believe that we're worthy of getting paid for our expertise. We have to believe that people will run to us with credit cards because they know our value, and we know that we can totally change their lives. Thank you, Teresa. Go ahead and download that. I want to hear what you guys think. So if you've already downloaded it, I sent an email out this morning. I want to hear what your thoughts are on what was inside, because it is good stuff. I don't say that lightly, right? Hey, Adrian's here. So I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about Captivation secret number 2. I just shared with you number 1, which was update your operating system. Make sure the mindset of the beliefs and all of that stuff is working properly before you start investing and putting tons of time and energy on the strategies and the tactics. Or if you've already spent a ton of time and energy on the strategies and the tactics and it's not working, this is why. So go check that out. I will see you guys tomorrow with the Captivation secret number 2. But if you want to get a head start, you can go ahead and download that handbook. And let me know what you think. Come back here, comment. If you're watching the replay, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you feel like this is like the breakthrough, right? No wonder why I've spent all this money on funnels and put out courses, but I have no one to sell to. No one knows who I am yet. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys over the next couple of weeks. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the live streams. Hey, Adrian. Yes, you did catch me live. Thank you, Abigail. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.